What's up, everybody? Miss Montana DeLeon here, and I have been busting these videos out left and right trying to get these done for y'all because I have a free day off and I needed to get all this done. Now, this video is about engagement, wedding rings, engagement rings, things of that sort, marriage. The question is, do you have a piece of jewelry on your finger? I.e. another accessory like your earrings, your chain, your bracelet, and then this ring that supposedly is an engagement ring? Or do you have an actual engagement ring on your finger? This is my theory, and this is just my opinion on it, and this is how I rationalize it for myself. You shouldn't have an engagement ring on your finger longer than 365 days. And I think that way because, number one, if you're going to be engaged for longer than 365 days, he should not even propose if he wasn't going to be ready within the next year to go ahead and marry you. Because if he tell you, I want to marry you, here's the ring, get down on one knee, or whatever, however he going to propose to you, he should be ready to be married to you officially within the next 365 days. Now, this is where people are going to disagree with me. Oh, but you probably, taking a lot of time saving up for the wedding. Boo-boo, if you got to save up for a wedding, unless it's like death in the family, house burnt down, had to rebuild or something like that, terrible hurricane, just, totally came and wiped the whole neighborhood out or something like that. And, I understand financially that'll set you back. But if you got to go longer than a year wearing a wedding ring and saving up for a wedding, maybe you don't need to be putting that much emphasis on a wedding. If you got to save up anything longer than a year. Besides, if you don't have the money right off for a wedding and it ain't saved up in the bank, why y'all put money aside for that anyway? Shouldn't y'all have a savings that's good and ready for y'all when y'all get married? Y'all should have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be more important than having to save up for a wedding. Like, how much money do you have saved up anyway? Do you even have anything saved up? You and him. Like, what's going on with that? And one of my pet peeves, and I was watching the Tia and Tamara Mowry show, the twins. Tia and Tamara, I forget which one was getting married, but one of them was getting married, and I caught the episode, and I didn't watch the whole episode, the whole show, season or whatever, but she was talking to her husband about, the budget, and the lady was like, okay, the wedding planner was like, okay, you're going to be $30,000 over budget. And he was like, what, 30,000? She was like, yeah, 30,000. And he was like, look, I gave you a budget, twin. Like, I don't want you to go over that. Like, this is crazy. She was like, but I want the wedding of my dreams. Like, I only do this one time in my life. Do you really still want to marry her? Because apparently this woman is putting so much emphasis on this wedding of her dreams. I hardly ever seen her put a lot of emphasis on the marriage of her dreams. She was so worried about this couple of hours this day and getting married and spending all this bread on this lavish wedding to impress other people who ain't finna be holding her marriage down. That, she was just like so selfish. Like, she was willing to put him a little extra $30,000 in debt or however much it was, just for a damn couple of hours in one day just to get married, to show everybody I got married. See, if you would put more emphasis in the marriage of your dreams instead of the wedding of your dreams, it won't be all for nothing. If you have to be engaged for 365 days and something happens or whatever, go do a courthouse wedding. If y'all really want to save up for a big, big, big wedding, go do a courthouse wedding. Get married. Make it official. And then have a ceremony with a whole white dress and inviting 500,000 people and all this food and these flowers and all that stuff. Do that when you can save for it after you marry. I personally, courthouse marriage all the way. Wedding money that I could have used for a big old wedding or saving up all year for a wedding, I'd be investing that into some real estate, our first house together. I would be investing that, definitely. Put emphasis on what's important. Yeah, okay, everybody got this fairy tale dream, only get married one time. But who cares about this beautiful, lavish wedding when you can't even hold down a marriage because your focus ain't there? Your focus, your desire is not there for a marriage. Your focus and your desire is all on this. I got to get married. I want this big old wedding. I want this Vera Wang dress. And I want this and I want that. And I need to save 5 years for it. I got this ring. And we're going to wait 5 years so we get all this money. You're going to pay for this. And don't wear this ring longer than 365 days. And if you are putting off getting married after 365 days because, oh, he got, he lost his job. He got to get his money right. My finances ain't right. This ain't right. That ain't right. I'm waiting on this to happen. Boo-boo. If you acting like that and don't want to marry him or he don't want to marry you because of this, that, there, and the other, how the hell you think he gonna stay around if this, that, and the other happens while y'all married? stuff ain't gonna be perfect before you get married. But if you love somebody, if they finances ain't right or whatever instance, you will marry them right now today because you love them truly for every reason that you're supposed to love them for, unconditionally. So you will marry them whether they ain't got no job or whatever, they still looking for it. You will do this and still go through the motions with them if you really love them. Don't put no stipulations on, okay, I love him, I got the ring, but we ain't gonna get married yet because, dude, if this happened after y'all got married, I hate to see it. I hate it for you. I hate it for you. Where you gonna be then? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna put your marriage on hold then because they ain't right? They ain't got their finances right or whatever it is y'all waiting on? Come on, dude. If you love them no matter what. Y'all could grow together. Y'all could fix y'all problems together. Marry. If you really love that person, you really marry them for the right reasons. Don't put stipulations on, okay, we engaged, but we ain't gonna get married until we get a house together. We get this. Baby, you can do all that married and together if you really planning on riding out with this person. We need ride or die around here, boo. You want to get married, you got to be ride or die material. Let's do this together. So think about why you got an engagement ring on your finger longer than 365 days. Is this the one, or you got conditions? You want to add an addendum to that wedding ring? Well, we can get married, but you need to do this, that, there, and the other first. We can get married, but I want to save Katrina gazillion dollars for this wedding and don't even have money in the bank to start off with a good marriage, financial stress-free marriage. Like, come on, get together. Get your priorities together. Is it love or is it not unconditional love? Because love is unconditional. You're going to marry this man, love this man, whether he broke or not. You're going to love this man, marry this man in a courthouse or not. You can love this man right now today and have a big wedding later on after y'all married. Have a big old ceremony later on after y'all married. But marry for the right reason if you're going to get married. Don't play with this. This ain't no game. If you're going through all this legal stuff to get married, make it work. Make it last for a lifetime. This is to the person you choose to give your life to and live the rest of your life with. Make it last forever. Love some.